It's the CalebDMTG Show.
I originally had more lands in this deck. I originally had like 20, and then I was looking at other people's versions, and they were all playing like fucking like 13, 17 lands. I was like, alright, I'll trim it down a little bit. I think you just want there to be like a lot of artifacts on the top of your library for Mystic Forge. I think is the idea behind that. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a shot. I already played this deck through a league. We went 4-1 last time. It seemed pretty solid. Last time I was pretty impressed with Grist. We actually like boarded it out one match and then ended up like living wishing for it. And someone suggested that I put a Grist in the sideboard so I can like living wish from in game 1 to get it as well. So very tutor heavy version of Aluren. So we're using the dungeon crawler to win. And then we have some alternate win cons, huh? Just with like Grist going crazy, Uro doing its thing. I have no control over what ads get played on my stream. Or I shouldn't say that. It's not zero control. It's the streamer. The streamer doesn't like pick the ads that get played or anything like that. We have like a little bit of control over when we can voluntarily run ads. So when I'm running ads, I'm doing it when I'm like going to the bathroom. It's because there's just like an empty chair here anyway. I'm not like a big fan of ads, so I don't run them super often. It's also like one less thing for me to manage while I'm streaming. Do I control the ads in the bottom right? The Tempo Storm ads? Sort of. Not really. They give us a sponsor reel, and then they have like collective bargaining for sponsors for that screen time. Tempo Storm is an esports org where like if one of their streamers has an aversion, if they don't want to like plug one of the products, they can say like, no, I don't want to do that. Don't put it in my reel. Which is making more work for them and stuff. They would obviously prefer you didn't do that, but they're open to it. I'm sure a lot of other esports orgs are not. What dungeon do we do? The middle one, like drains them for 1. Sure. Dryad Arbor in the opener is a little sus, but other than that, this is fine. Yeah, gotcha, Lemons. That is a bummer. I guess I want this. I don't have a blue card for my Force of Will, is the only issue here. I guess I can like Living Wish for a blue card. Yep, that's basically how esports orgs run. So there's Platypus. There's sort of like having a manager that manages sponsorships. But they're an org, so you can access to other stuff too. Gonna be exposing a land to Wasteland here, which is kind of a bummer. I wasn't thinking I was going to when I played my Ponder, but I think we're going to be playing out the Dryad Arbor next turn anyway. So basically just grabbing Uro here just so we have something to pitch to Force of Will. Banner ads at the bottom. Oh, I was talking about the Tempo Storm ads in the bottom right corner. Little square with the shifts. The screen getting resized is a new thing. Twitch is doing that. That's a Twitch thing. I kind of want to cast the damn Uro. Now that I'm here. It's probably wrong though, huh? Should probably be saving it for Force. I could play this and scry, but I kind of don't want to like show them what's up. I'm just gonna pass. The Living Wish might already show them what's up. I do physics. You didn't mind the banner resize? Nice. Yeah, they announced that they were gonna try that like half a year ago or something to a few random partnered streamers. And it sounded really cool because of that, because it's like a less invasive way of doing ads. It doesn't like block out the screen and stuff. I'm pretty glad it's what's the word? Pretty glad it's automated too. I kind of just want to like Green Sun for a Leovold here. I like make him deal with that first. So we bring through a Force of Will. I maybe should have forced back, because if they want to use a removal spell on Leovold, we then get to like draw a card. Yeah. Use a removal spell on Rack or whatever. We do not get to get a card back. Maybe we're just supposed to play this Sylvan Library. Dueling Sylvans. I have to force that now. No, it's just obnoxious. Means that I'm not gonna be Sylvaning. That is an interesting swords. I'm into it. I wonder if the Hull Breacher means that they're playing Day. Yeah, loam it up. Hell yeah. So this is a cool spot because they don't have white up for Swords to Plowshares. I think we know that they've got like a land in hand too. So I think we have a decent chance of winning the game this turn, but we'll see. Sure. Just drawing a card and trying to find like a counter or something. Wait, which is the one that drains? Oh, I can see it here. We want Dark Pool. Cool. Oh, it's gonna give them a treasure every time we do it. Because of the Hull Breacher? Oh no. Respond to the trigger? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh shit, what up?
Is it something? It sure is a thing. Oh, my little Gabo's cheering me on. The Scry one is the only, like, really obnoxious one. I win! I'm the winner! Only took us a couple minutes, huh? If you deck first? No. So like someone pointed out that you can respond to the draw trigger, right? Or can you not respond to it? I think you have to complete the dungeon before you can go through all the way again, or is it just like with the draw trigger on the stack you can just fucking pop off? You can? Okay. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. Like you just can't auto yield that trigger, the last one. So you pop off in response to it. Do I want Veil of Summer in this matchup? I kind of do. I don't want to cut Abrupt Decays though. They seem pretty important. All this shit seems pretty important. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the no changes. We could play like one Veil. What if we cut one Acererak? No, we might need multiple though. We might need multiple of that card if they got swords and stuff. I could cut a Living Wish, maybe. Cut Birds of Paradise. We could do that. I think Veil is better than Force Negation in this matchup. We'll see. This next turn I'm probably gonna Brainstorm and then Green Sun for a Dryad Arbor. Just make sure I never have to draw that shit. Let's go ahead and force that. I kind of like Grist, kind of hate it. Maybe it should just been a land here. This is probably too much green mana, but I do kind of want to play around Back to Basics a little bit, even though they have a dual too. Good evening, Ulyanov. Sounds like a pleasant evening on your end. Super good vibes. Yeah, I was thinking, the reason I played the Grist instead of the Leopold here is I was thinking that Grist is like hard for them to deal with potentially, and then it's also better to get down earlier rather than later. I know that Grist can mill Uro for us, potentially. Aluren could let us play the Dried Arbor. Yeah, absolutely. Is it the truth? It played well. It played well the last time I played it. I don't know if that makes it the truth or not. Oh, you can't play Dried Arbor off of Aluren because it says you can cast it. Okay. Just kidding. Ignore me! We could Living Wish for a Bog here and exile their Uro. Very tempting. Should probably go get a Wincon Hum. You can indeed loop it in paper. Thought about slamming Aluren here to try and bait out a counter, because we have a spare. This is pretty good though. Oh, did I not activate Grist? I didn't activate this fucking Grist. God damn it. I should have done that before I played my Green Sun Zenith so I didn't forget. The important thing was to crack the fetch before activating Grist, because I didn't want to, like, mill an island. I think there's multiple fucking islands anyway though. I think you only mill one with Grist. Oh well. The lack of 1/1 could super matter here, right? Like, it impacts whether we can clear this Teferi a turn sooner, that sort of deal. You can indeed Aluren Gristed to play. You can also Green Sun Zenith for Grist, or Living Wish for it. A90s MDG. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. What's standard? I don't know. I haven't played standard in a bit, actually. Yeah, it should get trigger Vengevine since it's a cast trigger. I have not played 2022 standard. Yeah, so I should have an extra 1/1 to chump for Grist here. Well, we're in a spot where we have an Aluren in play. The opponent's gonna attack, and then they'll have 3 cards. Our Force Will's no good with that Teferi down. I win! Hey, scoop that one. Sweet. We did it! Living Wish, doing a little bit of work there. You love the single bird? Yeah, it's just there for Green Sun options. Last run, I had a ooze, or not an ooze, a goose there. The main reason being that goose has like some added utility for life gain in like the super long grinding match, which can be relevant with cards like Sylvan Library. And now I'm trying out the birds, seeing which dork I like more, seeing if I ever like actually Green Sun for either of them. So far, I've just like only Green Sun for Dryad Arbor, Uro, and Leopold, and that's been like the whole package. Green Sun for Dryad Arbor is sweet though. Having Green Sun in that slot instead of Birds of Paradise means that your deck has more power in the late game. Because you're not top decking birds, right? You're top decking Uros and Leobolds. The win con for this deck, you just drain them with the Essera Rack. You do the middle dungeon, and it drains them every loop. We actually played it through last round. Draining once per iteration. Why aren't we playing 4 Living Wishes? What would you cut? Yeah, this is keepable. 61 cards looked funny, that's why I'm not playing 4 Living Wishes. A Yorian list would have 4. Yeah, that's bad for me. I kind of still want to keep going with 2 forces, but meh. Alright, let's go again. I don't know what you're asking, Blanky Thunder. If there's like some premiere play being streamed, it would be on the main Magic channel. It'd just be like twitch.tv/magic. Right now I am playing Legacy Leagues here. That is what's happening here. The secret MotoGP. Better against Delver? We don't know that they're playing Delver. We just know that they're playing Wasteland. Kind of like these cards. Shuffle the extra Aluren away. Pretty decent turn 2 for me. The rest of days. Cramped anyway. Yeah, the rationale behind keeping a one-land Brainstorm hand was that we did have double Force of Will. So in a non-Wasteland matchup, if our opponent's like playing combo or whatever, having double Force was really nice. They just happened to be doing something else. My issue with running out Aluren here and using that to cast the Grist is it could actually help the opponent. Like they might have a bunch of Dragon's Rage Channelers or whatever to run out. So this leaves Grist in bolt range, and we do lose our Dryad Arbor. But Channeling is pretty fucking good. I do like getting that card off the board, if I can. Ooh, got to untap with my thing. That's nice. Should I attack first? Yeah, if I think the 1 damage is gonna matter. Most of my wins are going to be from the Aluren loop. So if I'm winning with damage, it's probably because I have an Uro in play, and I'm dealing the opponent damage in like big chunks of 6. And if I'm winning with the Aluren, then it doesn't matter if I attacked for 1 on some turn earlier.
Oh shit, what up?
Nice, Grist is going to brick this monkey so hard. But what does matter, what will certainly matter, is my clock, right? If you watched the first round, you saw that actually killing with the combo takes like 3 minutes. So making like little piddly attacks, like making sure that I squeeze every last damage and committing like mental resources to all of that stuff that doesn't actually matter in the length of the game. I don't think is the best way to use your resources. Your mental resources, your time, right? Yeah, let's force that. Kind of enjoying having a Grist in play. No, we just got rebbed. Fair enough. A friend of mine won a GP with the fucking sure. With green-white devotion a long time ago. And I asked him if there were any like lessons or like takeaways and stuff, and like what edge he felt that he had over the other people that were playing green-white devotion in that GP, because there are a lot of people that play, a lot of really good players playing it. And the friend in question is also like super good, super solid. But I picked his brain a little bit after the Grand Prix. He was saying the one thing that he felt that he was doing better than other players was not getting lost in the minutia, focusing on what matters. When you're ahead, then you've got the materials to win the game. Like, just focus on making a play instead of like maximizing your value. Because once that deck gets rolling, there's infinite value. Basically infinite ways to win at that point. It doesn't matter if you get like +1 mana because you sequence something slightly different if you're already dealing with like 50-some mana. Running out the land into Wasteland now because so we can play around days then. And there's force pitching days. That's a bummer. Holding the Strix back here is like potentially too cautious on my part. But I don't want them to like suddenly have their like lightning bolts be live or whatever. I'll be down to 1 card. I think Strix is finally going to start attacking. Get my Scry on here. We don't have an Uro in the graveyard, despite all the grist milling I did, so I'm just gonna scry that fetch away. This attack, I believe, means that they have redundant Ragavands. So they're attacking to clear an insect. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to leaving both Strixes back. Or both creatures. Oh, cool. Actually, do I want a Living Wish this turn? I was planning on just like playing a Serac. There's two cards that appeal to me here. We could get Uro, or we could get Bajuka Bog. I kind of want to bog them. And just, like, strand a Giant Flyer if they draw a Giant Flyer. And then I'll also have Daze Protection next turn. We could also get Karakas to, like, brick Ragavan, but we already have 2 blockers for Ragavan. So I think Bog is actually kind of okay. Yay. Yeah, they know that I have the Serac in hand here. So against Blue-Red Delver, Endurance could come in. We could leave it in the sideboard for Living Wish, or we could bring it in, just because it's good. Good card to have. Veil of Summer is possible. Force Negation is not great here. We want Force Negation when we want to be like countering stuff on their turn, right? We mostly want Force Will to help protect Aluren, so it resolves. Which Veil of Summer could help do. It is hard to like hold up Veil of Summer and hold up Daze Mana though. Is one of the issues with using Veil for that. I kind of like the Endurance. I think I'm going to board it in the Endurance. +1 Endurance, and then, yeah, I'll cut one of these. Maybe. All these cards are so good here. Tabernacle is so situational that you really just want to leave it in the sideboard. You never want to board that one in. It's there to be Living Wished for. Got me. Yeah, get rocked, Alabaster. A lot of times you want to crack your fetches on their upkeep in case they have Stifle or whatever, then they're using their mana on their turn. But here they have the treasure up. Like, they lose the treasure either way. If that's the thing. The only reason not to fetch on my turn would be if I was trying to like hide the mana that I had available. Hide the fact that I'm going to be Ice Fanging. Kind of looks like this Ragavan's taking over, huh? Oh, my next turn I'm going to be Sorcery Speeding the Ice Fang. play Murktide, sure. Trying to land here. Do I play out the Leopold? Ooh, sup, Force of Will. Murktide's so big. So beefy. If the Murktide wasn't in play, Leopold would have been really good to land, but... kind of need to trade with this thing. It's kind of fucking huge, right? So... 4 card types. I really wanted to keep the Leopold there. I wanted to keep the Leopold so bad. But I also didn't want to like play into Daze, you know? Didn't want to lose to Daze. Play the Ice Fang on my turn, because if I hit a blue source, then I get to Ponder. Well, that's not the worst, Tom. Fuck. Would the Ice Fang have found me a win? Let's see. It would not have. Yeah, I'm gonna play this now. They don't really have much sorcery speed removal, and like, we could just draw like sorcery speed things that we want to play out. So Misty Rainforest can get Dried Arbor to block a Ragavan. The issue with that is the Wasteland that they have, and cracking the fetch would put us down to 3, put us into Lightning Bolt range. It might still end up being correct, but... You want to draw Living Wish? I want to draw the Archlich. That's what I want, the Archlich. Yeah, there's definitely, like, matchups where Dragon's Rage Channeling is a lot better than Ragavan. For sure. Super good card, huh? God damn it. This is the sort of play that you make when you have Lightning Bolt, huh? Maybe I should have let on the Aluren. In case they have days here for me. And Force a Will. Well, that's a fucking bummer. Okay, sure. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, we knew their last card was that monkey, right? We were at 4 life, and they like had just drawn for the turn. So them firing off the lightning bolt told us that that they had drawn their other bolt. That's what their hand was. We even played around the first bolt by not cracking the fetch. Yeah, to get me down to 3 exactly, tall guy. Did I learn to love from that match? Yes, that's what happened. I learned to love. Hey, GG's learned to love. Thanks for the match. Some interesting turns in there. They're a very good Delver player? Well, obviously, they drew the bolt. If they were a bad Delver player, they would have flooded. That's how that works. You like the single bop? Yeah, it's just there for Green Sun. If we need Green Sun to fix for us.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Sorbius, thanks for the sub. Next 18 months. Yeah, right, Zulu. Yeah, they're not not sugarcoating that one. There's a band coming through Madison the end of this month called Bongzilla, which is equally on the nose. And they actually have a folk band opening for them called Bridge City Sinners. So there's a chance I go to that show. But they play metal, they play doom metal. And the last album was called Weedsconsin. Kind of fun. Is it legal here in Wisconsin? No. No, we're a very gerrymandered state. Like the last statewide elections we had, it was like 60% of the vote was for progressive or liberal candidates. And like the inverse of that is who controls our state government. So despite the fact that we're surrounded by states that are legalizing it, I don't expect it to be fully 100% legal here in Wisconsin for a while. It is decriminalized where I live. It is decriminalized here in Madison. So you can't buy it or sell it or grow it, but you can imbibe, you can consume it. within the city limits. Feds can bust you for it? Yeah, that's what the feds are looking to do. Fucking... Hey! This is the FBI! Is that a spliff? This is the best thing that we have to do with our time! This is a SWAT team. Come out with your hands up. We heard you were listening to a band called Weedsconsin in there. So I got Living Wish for an Euro. That'd be a thing to do. I kind of just want to play the Sylvan Library. Should I bin one of these Living Wishes? It's kind of a lot, right? Kind of a lot of that. That's right, yeah, SWAT teams would never identify themselves like that. You would know it was a SWAT team because they would have shot your dog, right? Or it's like someone on their cell phone in your backyard. Hey, Texas Ranger, thanks for 30 months there. Good vibes, chill tunes, Black Lives Matter, all those things, Texas Ranger, all those things. Hope you're having a good one. Bummer. So if they hadn't terminused my Dryad Arbor, I could have played the Euro here, set up for next turn. Bajuka Dog? That's a great fucking name, Woogaroo. That's a fantastic name, I love it. The last election, Flatterick. Not every election. It's Purple State. Have I watched any good TV shows lately? I've been watching Deep Space Nine. And for the first 4 seasons, for those first 4 or 5 seasons, it was like really building up for me, and I was thinking like, oh man, maybe this is my favorite Trek. I really enjoyed TNG. But season 6 kind of lost me. Like the first like 4 or 5 seasons, the captain was just like one of my favorite characters on any Star Trek show. Just super badass, really like theatrical in his delivery, and like super sassy. Just a wonderful fucking character, right? But the like weird religion element of his character starts taking over, and at one point he like tries to sacrifice his kid so there could be like some weird religion duel, and I'm like, this sucks. I don't. I'm obviously simplifying it for the sake of like shorthand conversation here, but I think season four like really peaked for me. The season 4 like first couple of episodes were just like fucking amazing. Worf shows up, there's a bunch of sweet like space battles. I think the show has this like an actual just like mountain peak. Yeah, so something that Deep Space Nine did that the Next Generation didn't really do is it made me laugh. There's a lot of just like really funny episodes that made me like just straight up laugh out loud. But TNG hit me in the feels, you know. Well, let's see if this resolves. Yeah, it seemed unlikely. They hadn't played a Force yet this game. You think Measure of a Man is the best episode of Trek? Yeah, that's a really good one. That was definitely my favorite of that season. That was one where I like went to a friend and was like, "You've got to see this." Really good episode. Hey, Overzerg, it's the 44 months. Yeah, I feel like Philip K. Dick would have been proud of that episode. Would have approved. Overzerg's resub message was, "This goes out to poor Chief O'Brien, Starfleet's unluckiest NCO." Yeah, when I first started watching that show, I asked Chad, I was like, do the writers for the show just like hate the Irish? Because holy crap, Chief O'Brien has the worst, the worst time of it. So if they have another Force of Will, I mean, they can hardcast it pretty easily. It is Slick Judge, that's what we're doing. Chain of Command. Chain of Command was a good episode. Alright, trying this again. God damn it. This means I just have a 5-5 Okay. The episode with O'Brien in prison is a favorite of yours. Yeah, it's a good one. And then like his like for everybody else that he was stationed with, because it was a mental prison, like they were just like, "Hey, welcome back. Good to see you, O'Brien. Did your like 1-day stint in prison real good." And for him, it was like decades, you know, so he's got all this like mental trauma to work through. Probably relatable for a lot of different types of folks for a lot of different types of reasons.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Woogaroo, thanks for the sod, thanks for the 18 months there. That gives me a 2-2, right? The one old Klingon that's friends with Dax? Yeah, it's sweet too. Yeah, a lot of people are playing dress downs. It's good against, a lot. It's good against a lot. And it cantrips, and it pitches to force. Like, counter your opponent's Thassa's Oracle, you know? When they've got, like, a Cavern of Souls on Merfolk, so you can, like, actually counter it. Shit like that. Are they casting mana for their Ice Fang? Is that what happened there? Oh, no, it's not. They tapped 4 mana for Prismatic Ending on my 3/3. Or 3 mana. Yeah, anyway. I was just confused for a sec. Whee! It's the worst feeling when your opponent's like getting way more value from your Aluren than you are. We don't have very many lands left in this deck. We should, I don't know, we should get something real soon. This next draw is just gonna be it. We've got the win coming up. We're gonna play this Brainstorm, they're not gonna have anything. Yes, they have 2 cards in hand. Bummer. Well, that was a long, grindy one. It was good endurance that they want to play in. Get rid of my Uro. That early one that they got down. I kind of have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I don't think we're gonna be doing much sideboarding. I don't think we did much last time. We might have brought in like a Veil or something. All right. Good stuff. And I'm still ahead on time. Let's go lead on island here. If I naturally draw a forest next turn, then I won't have to crack the Vista for green. I'll be able to save it for a swamp. The chair was on the Pro Tour. Sounds like the chair. My ass sweat can make you a pro Magic player. I think I'm just grabbing Uro. Actually, grabbing Grist could be good. Let's grab Grist. Get that rolling on next turn. That's disgusting. Well, what do you think chairs do? comfort my bottom. That's what they do. It is what it is, exactly. Comfy chairs do that. Grist was in the most recent Modern Horizons, Modern Horizons 2.
Oh shit, what up?
Let's go ahead and top all of this. And jam this here Leopold here. Hello, Kalur Windia. Thanks for the 6 months. Salud. What's the best hot dog I ever had? I like Chicago-style hot dogs. The quality of meat in your hot dog is usually not very good. That's like kind of the point, it seems like. So the more shit you put on your hot dog, the better the hot dog is. And Chicago-style dogs are like basically a salad, right? So much awesome stuff on there. And if you get them from the right stream vendor, they're like super cheap, and they give you like more fries that you can actually eat. It's good. I do not call brats and sausages hot dogs, no. It'd be very weird for someone from Wisconsin to call a brat a hot dog. Brats are very built into our culture here. A lot of German descendants. Brats are superior? Yeah, brats are great. Beer brats are very common in this area. Boiled in spotted cow. The one time I played Bant Control, I really liked the deck. I thought the deck was like very good, but I also like timed out one of my matches, so I only went 4-1. I didn't get the trophy, and that's why I'm not testing that deck. That's why I'm testing other things. I don't want to be in a situation where my ability to finish a match is dependent on my opponent, right? Well, even if I get to figure out how to play it quickly. I kind of just like replaying this Leovold. We could also Green Sun for Uro, which gives them like a real nice spot to just endurance me or whatever. I could Abrupt Decay the Teferi, but right now the Teferi doesn't really matter much. It would just be like Abrupt Decay plus Ice Fang would be a good use of my mana. And we could also just cast the Aluren. That'd be fine. Although the Teferi makes the Aluren play a little bit worse. Yeah, fuck it, let's replay this. You think hot dogs are tacos? Yeah? Do you think sub sandwiches are tacos? I think something has sandwich in the name, it's a sandwich. call me controversial, but Terminus to get rid of the Leopold, sure. Grab a Bayou here. Is the KFC Double Down sandwich a sandwich? Yes! It's got sandwich in the name, it's a sandwich! Y'all are testing me. Is a sandwich a sandwich? Well, actually, no. Surprisingly not. Sandwiches are actually the only food item that are not actually sandwiches. Sandwiches are most often actually mimics from the D&D universe. They're to trick you. So yeah, I recommend avoiding them. If you see any suspicious sandwiches out in the wild, you can bring them to me and I can take care of them for you. I'm trained, I'm licensed. So if I bring my arrow back, they just Crocus bounce it. That's no fun. So I guess I'll just try and do this shit, I guess. I'm a little bit worried about Prismatic here from the Teferi uptick. Oh, they got responses. Yeah. Possible I should have just decayed the Teferi this turn, I guess. I don't know. I can brainstorm here. If I played a land. No. Yeah, if you got something relevant, something that's germane to the conversation, Coast, you can absolutely post it. I cannot cast Uro from my graveyard with Aluren. That's not how Escape works. It'd be sweet though. Jermaine Clement's always relevant. Yeah, he is. Have you seen his new show? Like paranormal something? I watched like the first 3 or so episodes. It seemed like anyone who was into What We Do in the Shadows would enjoy it. Very similar sense of humor going on. Wellington Paranormal, that's it. Thank you, Daishin. We're on, I don't know, I watched it on some streaming service. I don't know if it was HBO or something else. HBO Max, man, Daishin's just got all the knowledge. Hell yeah, Croast. I'm pretty glad they don't have a fourth color of mana for these prismatics. Oh yeah, Colin Robinson's a fantastic character, and just like perfectly cast, and yeah, everything about that character is great. All right, time to win. This game, we did not play better than our opponent, but we did draw fewer lands, and that helps, right? Why did they kill my Death Touchers? Because they wanted to attack with Uro. So here they bounce the Uro with the Crocus so they can cantrip with it. Potentially find something. I'll potentially have it to put back. That's cute. So this is why we let on Abrupt Decaying the Teferi, so we can actually counter things.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Ragnarok, thanks for the months there. What's this? I can sub for free with Twitch Prime? How delightful. How delightful indeed. Yeah, I guess the main benefit of bouncing the Uro with Caracas was not to cantrip with Aluren, but to save it from their own terminus, huh? Cool. Game 3, hype! The cool thing about this Game 3 is that the opponent has 6 minutes to win. And they're not playing deck where it's very easy to win in 6 minutes.
Oh shit.
So that's quite nice for me. No changes! Hey, Exploit 3D, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 5 months there. Nice, Saburo. That's awesome.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Taco John, 420, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 3 months. Have I mentioned that you have the best fucking name on Twitch, Taco John 420? Fucking love Taco Johns. Way more than it is healthy to love Taco Johns. Which is any amount, but I do. One of my larger weaknesses. We are not playing Cavern Harpy now. I kind of like Force Pitch Force. Getting veiled out. Well, I've got a 1/1, so there. Yeah, they'd have 6 my turn, so it was pretty clear they didn't have a counter. Good time to stick a Leovold. Abundant Harvest, getting around the Leovold. Will they reveal when they get... Oh, they need land? Sure. So attacking here isn't very good if they have endurance. I'm just gonna pass. I was hoping the Brainstorm would find a fetch. It didn't, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, they're gonna dress down to remove the Leovold abilities before they draw with Sylvan Library. Nice. So not only are they going to get the Sylvan Library trigger, but this is also a really, really good turn for them to use a removal spell on the Leovold, because I won't get to draw a card from it. Really cute little dress down there. Yep. No, no, don't answer my Sylvan Library. I need that to draw cards. Boo. So right now, for the opponent to win on time, what they need to do is find their win condition, right? They need to find their Uro, get it in the graveyard, get a 6/6 rolling as soon as possible, and there they go. So what we need to do is resolve a Living Wish. And that should just straight up stop them from being able to win on time. We'll see. Yeah. I was gonna get Uro, but now I kind of want to get Grist. Let's just get Grist. I got a 1/1. What are you gonna do? Your turn. I should probably attack, huh? Maybe not. They do have Uro coming back. Yeah, Grist, I think, just makes it like really hard for them to actually win the game in time. Uro would have been good too, but it would have been weak to them just having an endurance. And then, like, they're applying pressure while removing my Uro. Oh, well, okay. Fair enough. Well, they're playing another Uro? Why didn't they bring the one in their graveyard back? Maybe they just want to gain life for the Sylvan Library. Maybe they just want to make sure they gain the life here. Maybe they're just trying to play quick over there. Don't blame them. We could play an Ice Fang here, and then if we hit a land, we'd be able to play out the other Ice Fang potentially. Instead, I'm gonna chill on it so we can play it on their end of turn. In case they've got like Terminus or something. Put the island into play for Muro. So I still have a land drop. Cool. Yeah, I agree. You want to leave gas, you want to pull the lands and leave gas in your graveyard in case they do endurance you later in the game. Because then like your forces and stuff go back into your deck. I don't know if I want this Astaroth thing or not. I guess if I stack it like this, I can decide next turn. We could Abrupt Decay our own Uro to prevent that, but fuck that, right?
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Nino Mello, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 52 months there. Yeah, good morning. Sure thing, boss. Fuck. Yeah, I almost didn't play out the last Strix, just in case they had Terminus handy. They had a few of their own too, though. Now we can shuffle them all back in with Verdant. Right now our only real bad draws left are like, there's a couple lands left, and then there's Redundant Alurens. Everything else is pretty gassy at this point. I don't think the opponent actually has time on the clock to attack enough.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Ship It IRL, thanks for the 5 months there. Oh shit, what up? Hey, 5S, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 56 months. Appreciate it. So the opponent does have an advantage if there wasn't like the time situation, if we weren't like 7 minutes up on the clock here. If they weren't timing out. But it's not such an advantage that you would concede. Like if we had gone to time in like a in-person round, like it's not like you would scoop from here, right? And that's why I don't play Bant. That deck is very good. It's a very, very good deck. It's like pretty decent against Blue-Red Delver too. Like I think it's favored against Blue-Red Delver. That's just the issue with it. That's just the issue, what you saw there. If you get into a slog, it's like really hard to actually kill the opponent if you have to go to 3 games. GG, Maxa. You finished with 2 Jaces and 3 Forcible in hand? Cool. My hand was like triple Aluren, Sararak. Yep. I think both of our decks were stuffed at that point. All the lands fetched out and stuff. You need to learn how to play faster. I was just telling the chat, the one league that I played Bant, I went 4-1, and I thought that the deck was like very, very good, but my one loss was to timing out. It's like pretty hard to win on time if you get into a slog with that deck. And it's one of the reasons that I haven't picked it up again. Obviously, it's like a very, very good deck. F6 and F8 are your friends? Yeah, but I mean, you can't just like F6 every turn. We have counters and stuff, right? We have interaction. We don't need blue anymore for Aluren. We don't. Should I be testing like a straight green-black version? With like chalices? With like Chalice the Void and stuff? Like a Chalice the Void build of Aluren? I don't think that's something that's been done before. And then you also have Green Sun to get Dryad Arbor as like a turn 1 play if you don't have the Chalice. We're up the Sylvan Library count. I don't know if I want 2 or 3. I'm just gonna up it to 3 for now. Do I think Aluren is viable in a tournament setting during a Delver meta? One of the benefits of Aluren and, to a lesser extent, Food Chain is that they get to fetch a lot of basic lands into play, which makes them like pretty resilient to Wasteland style decks, which Delver is. And then you also get to play like a bunch of Strixes, which match up well against Delver's threats, and then you've got like Abrupt Decays, which are uncounterable. So it depends. It depends on the variant of Delver and the variant of Aluren, but you can certainly tune it to perform decently in a Delver meta. Yeah, we can keep this. Oh shit, we're facing Brian Cook. So we're probably facing TES. Not 100% of the time. He has played a few other decks. But that's probably what's most likely is he's playing some band or some storm combo. I think he's been experimenting with other combo decks actually for the content on his website. I think he was like polling folks on Twitter and stuff. So we'll see. See what he's about here. More basics makes the deck a lot cheaper. That's true. Like, I actually own most of this deck in paper. Because I have, like, one of each of the duels. Yeah. So we don't have any acceleration, and we only have one counter, so I don't think we're gonna beat most combo decks with our draw, but oh well, right? Fucking oh well. Doomsday. I'm gonna try and counter that. No, I've been dazed. You own 5 Aluren. That's actually not a great number of Aluren to own, because you can only legally play 4 in a deck. Just figure I'd let you know before you bring it to a tournament or something. Little heads up. Get this for emergencies. Yeah. Should I scoop here? Should I just concede? We're pretty much only live to mistakes. I want to see their deck. I guess. I mean, it's Doomsday. It's not. The part that matters is the part that's on the stack right now. I guess we could think about like how we're gonna sideboard. Endurance, Veil of Summer, Collector Oath, Force Negation. Those are all coming in. I could go back to building that green-black deck. Green Sun Zenith actually loses like a lot of appeal if we're not playing Uro and stuff. I probably still want it because it's a ramp spell that plays well with Chalice of the Void. But I'm kind of like wondering what the rest of the package is going to look like. Allosaurus Shepherd, maybe. Kind of a wild suggestion. Just like Meddling Mage their counter spells, basically. And then I think I want some flavor of Mox. I'm not really sure which Mox I want. Either Chrome Mox or Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond would open us up to an interesting set of Green Sun targets. Elvish Spirit Guide? Yeah, probably want some number of that. not many lands. Well, you would play more lands. Bada gaboosh. I wasn't gonna register 16 lands. Obviously, if you're playing Mox Diamond, you would up the land count. Have more of a package going on. Package. Alright, someone said we wanted to look at their deck. Multiple Edge of Autumns in exile there. Interesting. Yep. Normal Doomsday stuff. Like the Doomsday opponent that we played earlier, Bryant is also playing Personal Tutor, which did not line up very well when we were playing Grindstone. It was probably pretty alright here. Is Dark Ritual good in the Chalice of the Void deck? Probably not. And this is the main reason not to concede, because there's a chance that our opponent not set up to actually win next turn. Now we can top deck like Abrupt Decay with Lotus Petal or something. Or Brainstorm into a Force of Will. Just Bayou. Let's grab Bayou. This was not what I was looking for with this Brainstorm. Yep. I was hoping they were going to take a turn to Thoughtseize me there. Just lose to some nonsense. Bit of dis. Bit of dis. Yeah. Pardon the yawn. Kind of like cutting Uro entirely in this matchup. I don't think that's what I want to be doing, like, ever. The Endurance is so that we can, like, shuffle their shit in post-Doomsday, potentially muck with them. Apparently people have been boarding around it lately. Hey, Hex Magica, thanks for the solid. As good as Abrupt Decay would have been that last game, I don't think it's going to be good in my average game in this matchup, so I'm going to cut them. You could cut like Strixes and Quaddles instead. The issue with that is that you do want the blue count for your forces, right? You want your forces to be good. Is Endurance better than the board? If I'm Living Wishing, I don't think I want to be Living Wishing for Endurance. I think I want to be getting this card to try and win. I think I want the Endurance to like be naturally in my hand, just because there's not a lot of time. Could be wrong. The Green Sun can still get it. It's just less efficient than Living Wish for it. Hey, Jeff Jefferson, thanks for the sub, thanks for 20 months there. Chat's not massage therapists? I need to get a different chat. Massage therapist chat. So we can play this Collector Oath on 2. I might want to wait a turn to try and protect it with Veil of Summer. Now it looks like super obvious that I have a Veil, because Brian might have thought that I had like held the birds so I could have mana. I guess it could be Flusterstorm too. I might just lose here because I didn't play the Collector. They have a two-turn kill. If you play the Collector and they have Force of Will or Daze, like you're probably like losing in that situation anyway. But it'd be a bummer if they just like, Brian just like didn't have anything. The Collector would have won. Or at least like stopped a win this turn. Because it shuts off LED in the Lotus Petal. Veil of Summer into Endurance. Oh, that would be the tech. That one of Endurance. How many channel points do you need to redeem to see me play League of Legends? I mean, I've streamed League before. Possibly I should have responded to the Brainstorm with this Veil. Alright, 1 in 50 chance, let's go. Nope. Fair enough. Yeah, so game 1's pretty tricky for us to win in that matchup. I have won it before, but it's very, very tricky. They're just like a faster combo deck with more disruption. And we've got like a bunch of 2-mana 1/1s. Post-board, we have a little bit more game. I wish I'd had a Force of Will instead of a Veil of Summer that game. Because if I have Force of Will, then I jam Collector off there. Just jam it on Tomb. And it maybe does something. Maybe it just eats a Daze. And they just like take another turn to combo. Who knows, right? Who fucking knows? Add it all? I mean, they should. That's how Doomsday works, right? You do get to look at all of the cards in your deck. Glad you're enjoying the Tomb, Kiki's the G-Key. Yeah, we probably would have gotten rocked if he was on Storm too. That's Aluren's weak spot, right? Is just like much faster combo decks. If you get too fast, then you start losing to Force of Will again, and then Aluren can be fine against that. But Doomsday, Storm, those are not matchups that Aluren wants to be facing, even with a little bit of hate. Yeah, the blue card's implied. Jubai Samurai. I wasn't saying. I wish that I had a force with no blue card to pitch. That was not my intended meaning. The show and tell matchup? Yeah, not super common these days, unfortunately. Is it just a buy? It depends on the flavor of show and tell. You don't always have it, right? My opponents always have it. But you don't always have it, necessarily. So earlier I played Brainstorm when I was hoping to bait out a Daze, and I just like slammed it on turn 2 without playing my land first. This game, I really want the Brainstorm to resolve, because I've got this like dead Dryad Arbor in my hand and stuff. And I can play Uro next turn and like play that into Daze mana. And that'll be fine. Uro's a fine one to get dazed. Depends on the makeup of your hand, huh? Tempted to Green Sun for Dryad Arbor here. The only issue is that I'd have to fetch a non-basic. I think I'd rather fetch out some basics. So I'm gonna put these cards back and fetch a swamp while I'm thinking about it. Pass the old turn. One swamp, please. And yes, I legally have to say it like that. Swamp. It's in my contract. It's in my contract with Twitch. Seems like a weird thing for them to care about. It's like oddly draconian. So double Delver is bad for me. It's a lot of nice pressure. I think we gotta save our forces to fight over the Aluren in this matchup, but... Fancy Brainstorms. Real fancy over there. Force of Will on Uro? Alright. No 3 life for you. The opponent's counted out my fucking life total with these Delvers. Their hand's just like 3 lightning bolts. Gotta counter that healing salve. Forcing the front side of an Uro is scary. Forcing the back side is less scary. Sure. Got me. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to win next turn. Which means I need to find some way of slowing the game down. Which is tricky. It's tricky to do from here. I choose to block. Great. Nice Misty, friend. Alright, so we can't bring Uro back, thanks to this basic swamp. I didn't play a Wasteland this game either, so like, my fetching that basic swamp is just getting me. But maybe we can brainstorm into comes to play on tap land and a win con. Maybe that can happen. I guess we play it now, huh? So we're in a pretty rough spot here because we can't actually crack this Misty, which is pretty rough, because then we'd be able to get back the Uro, start getting some life. Because we're at 1 specifically, it's no longer an option. The dashed monkey does it. I brought in Endurance earlier. I don't know what I did. Brought it in over. Maybe it was one of the Archliches. This is fine. You think the mana bases are downfall? I mean, there's certainly a strength in being able to fetch basics, right? So you can't get wasted off of a color or whatever. If you fetch a bunch of dual lands, leaf form like wastes you into oblivion, then that's also like your downfall, right? That's whether you want to play into Wasteland or around Wasteland. In general, against Delver, I recommend playing around Wasteland if you think you can. The situations where you can't are usually paradoxically games where you have like very few lands. You need to be able to like play your things. Like this hand, for example, we're gonna have to fetch a dual land to play the birds on 1. How's the deck feel? The deck feels pretty sweet, Dizzly. This is my 2nd league with it. It's not like overpowered or anything like that. It's pretty fun. Cavern on Bird, unbeatable. Couldn't cast our spells regardless. There was literally 1 card that we couldn't play, and that was bringing Uro back from the graveyard. Which we could have done if we were at 2 life instead of 1, because we had to fetch for it. So, your point is lost on me, friend. I'm gonna focus on this game now. You always want therapy in this deck. The issue with therapy is like making room for it, right? If you're playing therapy, then you have to replace non-green cards. I guess their hand didn't line up very well against Baleful Strix. So if you're swapping out Green Sun Zenith for therapy 1 for 1, then that means that you're just not playing Aluren on turn 3 ever. You're You just like don't have a way of accelerating. Usually Aluren decks want some flavor of mana dorks. Especially if you're playing therapy, right? So it becomes a matter of like, what do you cut? You gotta have the blue count high enough for Force of Will. Right here, we're in a spot where it's like pretty decent, but not to a spot where you can just like cut a bunch of blue cards willy-nilly to slam therapies in. Therapy does not mean you have to make room for Veteran Explorers and Phyrexian Towers. Aluren plays Therapy reasonably often because they have a bunch of value dorks. You could not 10x42. Those two decks are doing just different things. Aluren's a slow enough win that you can't really afford to jam another combo in there. Especially one with like dead pieces for the Aluren win. Like Chain of Smog itself. This is extremely dead. I also think Chain of Smog is at its best in a deck with a lot of fast mana. Dark Rituals, Lotus Petal, that sort of thing. So it can like win before your opponent can cantrip into Disruption, win while they're tapped out so they're not holding up removal spells, that sort of thing. I'll leave my Green Sun for Dried Arbor here. I'm gonna try and hold on to it for Quaddle. A Hurricane XYZ31 thanks to the Sob, thanks to the 8 months there. Whoa, is that a Mold of 3? Green Sun 3 over there? Y'all ready to lose to a... Okay, I'm gonna get Dried Arbor now. I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind! Alright, Ragavan. The game has ended. Some very unfortunate draws from our blue-red Delver opponent. Just not their day, Not their day. What was I doing here? Do I want more Endurances in the main? Kind of like how Bant does it. Endurance doesn't play very well off Ancient Tomb. Should we jam Natural Order in here? It's like turn 1 Ancient Tomb, Chalice of the Void, turn 2... I don't know. Get a Progenitus down. Mr. Lee, if you want to do a sponsored deck, that you can do that through my Patreon. But no, I don't take just random deck suggestions midstream. You've been playing Is It Delver for 7 years. You've never had to mold a 3. Yeah, right, Harrison? It just doesn't happen. I don't know. So I really like Green Sun being able to get Dryad Arbor and also playing around our own Chalice at 1. The question is just like, what else do I want to stuff this deck with that makes the Green Sun make sense? Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker seems sweet. Probably want a Collector in the main deck. Rex Sage? I don't know if I want Rex Sage in the main. It's just rough to have like any dead card whatsoever against like Delver and stuff. Collector kind of does that, but when Collector is good, it like hoses entire decks. And Rex Sage never hoses an entire deck, right? And usually decks that want to play Rex Sage in the main are like worried about Chalice the Void. And we are a Chalice the Void deck, so I still think it's something I want to main deck here. Eternal Witness? Yeah, I like that fine. I don't think playing more Endurances would be bad. I kind of want more shit that plays well with Ancient Tomb. Like right now it's mostly just Green Sun and Chalice. Excavator plus Wasteland. Yeah, we could do that. Especially if we wanted to play Mox Diamond. Let's look at that. Let's look at a Mox Diamond build. Playing Wasteland is weird in an Aluren deck. It's certainly weird. Do I play the Horizon Land? The green-black one? What's that thing called? Peatland? Black discard spells that run into Chalice? You play like Hymn to Turok. People play that in Diamond deck sometimes. Yeah, we're doing the Excavator thing. I kind of want Titania in here. The card's real. I think we go down to 2 forests. 2 forest, 1 swamp. 25 lands is fine. And then we need to make a cut or 2. Oh, let's get this Collector Roof. Now that we're adding Mox Diamonds, it doesn't make any sense. Yavimaya and Urborg. The issue with those cards is that they're not fetches or fetchable. They're nice with Ancient Tomb though. I can see playing a Yavimaya. We just don't need a second black source ever in this deck. Yeah, let's throw it in. This all seems reasonable. Most of our graveyard is in the Eternal Witness and the Excavator. It's unfortunate that there isn't like a sweet Titan for us to rebuy with Grist self-milling and stuff. Oh, I guess Titania uses the graveyard. Is Deathrite Crazy's value grab? Deathrite Shaman? Yeah, that one's not legal. This all seems reasonable. We could play the 1/1 where we sack a land to protect a creature. Like, spot removal can break up the Aluren combo. And the 1/1 where you sack to protect a creature actually plays well with Titania, right? You can just, like, sack all your lands. That actually seems kind of sweet. Then we'd have to cut 2 cards, but we can probably do that. Yeah, Sylvan Safekeeper. And then we've got a target that can make our stuff uncounterable, and a target that can prevent our stuff from getting killed. Sylvan Safekeeper is a little bit worse with Chalice of the Wood, though. Like, the Allosaurus Shepherd doesn't give a shit about Chalice of the Wood. You can still Green Sun for the Safekeeper, but it is a non-bow. As cute as it is with Titania. Maybe I'd leave it to Living Wish for him. The issue with Living Wish for Sylvan Safekeeper to protect the Aluren combo is you could just Living Wish for like another copy of the win. It is cute with Titania though. So maybe you just like sideboard it. Maybe you just have it in the sideboard to combo with Titania. Get these blue cards out of here. Elvish Reclaimer has the same issue as Safekeeper in that it does get countered by Chalice. One Orcish Lumberjack. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I want to make the last cut, so like when I leave this deck aside, when I set it aside, I'll maybe just Veil of Summer. Just get rid of those. I like the quad main deck Decay, but whatever.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Wally Doodle, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 3 months there. A 2-mana draw card that's in green. It's just like Wall of Blossoms, right? I think you could get away with playing a card like that if you were playing Natural Order, if you did have like a sack outlet, but we just don't. Can you run green Force now? Force a Vigor? Oh, that card's solid. It's just only good in a few certain matchups. Yeah, multiple collectors so that you can Living Wish for it, and then you can like board one in and Green Sun for it too. Now that we're playing a deck that actually has Moxen though, like, who knows? I think it's still good. I think it's still good because, like, against Doomsday, you really want to get it down for them from winning super fast. Grist is a really cool card. It's impressed me. Anyway, someone asked, is tonight the last night for the Bait Cube? I thought they switched it over, but let me check. It is. It was the last night for it. Is there anyone in the queue? Probably not, because it is the last night. Yeah, absolutely 0 people. Just checking. Just checking. I'm gonna break here and go to the bathroom, get some water, come back and figure out what we'll do with the rest of the stream. Yeah. The mono red painter deck that I started the evening with played really, really fast. We'll probably play that again. Or jam some Momir. Or do a draft of Modern Horizons. I haven't touched it when they brought it back. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. Tungsten, if you have a chalice on one, you're probably not going to Living Wish for Safekeeper, is the difference. Whereas when the Safekeeper is in your deck and you draw it and you have a chalice, then that's a non-bow.